Have you ever woken up to a morning that feels like a battle before it even begins? Your alarm blares and you hit snooze, already dreading the chaos ahead. You stumble out of bed into a cluttered bedroom. Clothes draped over a chair, papers piling up on your nightstand, and a phone buzzing with notifications before you've even had a chance to rub the sleep from your eyes. You open your closet, stuffed to the brim with clothes, but nothing feels right, so you waste precious minutes deciding what to wear. In the kitchen, the counter is buried under unopened mail, dirty dishes, random gadgets, and receipts you meant to sort weeks ago. Breakfast is a rushed granola bar or nothing at all as you scroll through emails, texts, and social media, each notification pulling your attention further from the present. By the time you're out the door, you're frazzled, late, and already feeling like the day has slipped out of your control. This is a reality for so many of us. Our homes are overflowing with stuff we don't need. Closets packed with clothes we don't wear, shelves cluttered with items we barely use, drawers stuffed with things we keep just in case. Our schedules are just as crowded, filled with meetings, errands, and obligations that leave no room to breathe. Our minds are racing, weighed down by to-do lists, work stress, family demands, and the constant pressure to keep up with a world that never slows down. We're taught that more is better. More possessions, more achievements, more busyness, because that's supposed to mean success, happiness, and a life well lived. But deep down, you know it's not working. You're exhausted, overwhelmed, and craving something different. A life that feels lighter, more meaningful, and truly yours. What if the secret to that life lies in small, intentional habits? Tiny changes that lead to big, lasting transformations. Today, I'm sharing 10 small Japanese habits that lead to big life changes, rooted in the timeless wisdom of Japanese minimalism, simplicity, and mindfulness. These aren't grand gestures or drastic overhauls that require you to upend your life. They're simple, everyday practices, inspired by a culture that's mastered the art of living well with less. Imagine waking up to a home that feels like a sanctuary, moving through your day with purpose and ease, and go to bed with a heart full of clarity and joy. Whether you're drowning in clutter, stressed by endless demands, or just yearning for a life that feels more fulfilling, this video will give you practical, life-changing habits to start today. Stick with me, and I promise you'll walk away with a new perspective and tools to transform your life, one small step at a time. Let's dive in. Let's take a moment to really picture your daily reality. It's the start of a new week, and you're already feeling behind. Your alarm jolts you awake, and you drag yourself out of bed, stepping over a pile of laundry or dodging a stack of books on the floor. Your bedroom feels more like a storage unit than a place of rest. Clothes strewn across a chair, a nightstand buried under papers, chargers, and half-empty water glasses. You head to your closet, hoping to find something to wear, but it's so packed that you can't even see what's in there. You spend 20 minutes trying on outfits, only to settle for the same jeans and sweater you always wear, feeling frustrated and uninspired. In the kitchen, the counter is a chaotic mess. Unopened bills, a blender you used once, random utensils, and crumbs from last night's takeout. Breakfast is a rushed affair, maybe a piece of toast or nothing at all, as you juggle your phone, checking emails, responding to texts, and scrolling through social media posts that make you feel like everyone else has their life together. Your day doesn't get any easier. Your schedule is packed with work meetings, errands, and family responsibilities, leaving no time to breathe. Your phone keeps buzzing, pulling your attention with every notification. Your mind is just as cluttered as your home, racing with worries about deadlines, bills, and the constant pressure to keep up with a world that glorifies busyness. In our culture, we're taught that more equals better. A bigger house, a fuller closet, a busier schedule. It's supposed to mean success, happiness, and a life well lived. But studies tell a different story. 80% of Americans report feeling stressed by clutter, both physical and mental. The average American home contains over 300,000 items. 300,000. Yet we're less happy than ever. We're bombarded with advertisements urging us to buy the latest gadget, with the trendiest clothes, and live a life that looks perfect on Instagram. Social media fuels this, showing us curated glimpses of other people's lives, making us feel like we're falling behind if we don't keep up. You want a life that feels different. You want a home that's a haven, not a source of stress. You want days that feel purposeful, not frantic. You want to wake up feeling energized, not overwhelmed by stuff and chaos. You're not alone in this longing. I've been there, too, surrounded by clutter, overwhelmed by demands, feeling like happiness was always just out of reach. Then I discovered the Japanese approach to living, a philosophy rooted in minimalism, simplicity, and mindfulness, and it changed everything. These small habits, practiced daily, transform my home, my days, and my heart. Let's explore this approach in the 10 habits that can lead you to big life changes. At the heart of Japanese living is a powerful idea. Small, intentional habits create profound change. This philosophy, deeply rooted in Zen Buddhism and Shinto traditions, isn't about making grand gestures or emptying your life of everything you love. It's about making deliberate choices, tiny actions done consistently that align with your values and bring clarity, calm, and joy. In Japan, life is approached with mindfulness, from the way people care for their homes to the way they move through their days. It's about quality over quantity, presence over distraction, and meaning over excess. Picture a traditional Japanese home, a tatami mat floor, smooth and cool underfoot, a low wooden table with a single vase holding a delicate flower, sunlight filtering through a shoji screen, casting soft, calming shadows. The space is uncluttered, serene, and purposeful. Every item has a reason to be there, chosen for its function or beauty. There's no excess, no chaos, because the Japanese understand that clutter, whether physical objects or mental distractions, steals your peace. This intentionality extends to daily habits. Simple practices like tidying mindfully, eating with gratitude, or pausing to breathe. These habits aren't about doing more. They're about doing less with purpose, to create a life that feels rich and meaningful. This approach is accessible, no matter how chaotic your life feels right now. You don't need to move to Japan, sell all your belongings, or become a Zen master to embrace it. It's about adopting small, manageable habits that build over time, like ripples spreading across a calm pond. I discovered this philosophy a few years ago when my life felt like a constant battle against clutter and stress. My home was a mess, drawers overflowing with junk, surfaces covered with stuff I didn't need, my mind just as cluttered with worries and distractions. I felt like I was always chasing peace, never finding it. Then I started adopting these Japanese habits, one at a time, and it was like a weight lifted off my shoulders. My home became a sanctuary. My days felt more purposeful, and I found a joy I didn't know was possible. Today, I'm sharing 10 small Japanese habits that can lead to big life changes. These are practical, relatable, and designed to fit into your busy life. Let's dive into them. In Japan, mornings are a sacred time for mindfulness, a moment to center yourself before the day's demands take over. The first habit is to start your day with a mindful pause. Instead of reaching for your phone or jumping into tasks, take 2 minutes to breathe deeply, stretch gently, or sit quietly with a cup of tea. This simple act grounds you, setting a calm tone for the day. I started doing this by sitting at my kitchen table, taking 10 slow breaths, and noticing the warmth of my coffee mug in my hands. It's like pressing a reset button, helping me face the day with clarity. I used to dive straight into emails, starting my day stressed. Now, this pause is my anchor, no matter how busy things get. Try it. Tomorrow morning, pause for 2 minutes before doing anything else. Focus on your breath or the quiet of your home. Feel how it grounds you, like a gentle anchor in a busy world. Japanese minimalism treats tidying as a mindful ritual, not a chore. The second habit is to tidy one small space daily. Choose a drawer, a shelf, a corner of your counter, or even your handbag, and spend 10 minutes decluttering it. Move slowly, noticing the textures and sounds as you sort. The feel of papers in your hands, the soft clink of items as you organize them. In Japan, cleaning is a form of mindfulness, like the way school children clean their classrooms daily to build focus and respect. I tidy my desk every evening, clearing papers, wiping it down, and arranging my pens. It's become a calming ritual that keeps my space and my mind clear. Before, my desk was a constant mess, making work feel overwhelming. Now it's a place of focus. Try it. Pick one small area today and tidy it mindfully. Set a timer for 10 minutes and focus on the process. Notice how it creates a sense of order, like a breath of fresh air in your home. In Japanese culture, every object is treated with respect, as if it carries a piece of your story. The third habit is to curate your possessions with gratitude. Pick one area of your home, your closet, kitchen, or desk, and hold each item. Ask yourself, do I love this? Do I use it regularly? Does it fit my life now? If the answer is no, thank it for its role and let it go. This gratitude practice, inspired by Shinto beliefs, makes letting go feel sacred, not wasteful. I did this with my wardrobe, donating clothes I hadn't worn in years. Old sizes, outdated styles, gifts I kept out of guilt. I spent an afternoon thanking each piece, and my closet went from a source of stress to a place of clarity. It felt liberating, like shedding a heavy coat. Try it. Curate 5 items from one area this week. Hold each one, thank it, and let go of what doesn't serve you. Feel the lightness it brings to your space and heart. Japanese cuisine is a model of simplicity, focusing on fresh, minimal ingredients prepared with care. The fourth habit is to simplify your meals. Choose 3 to 5 go-to recipes that use affordable, versatile ingredients, like rice, vegetables, eggs, or tofu. Think of a Japanese bento box. Simple, balanced, and intentional. I simplified my dinners to 5 recipes, like a vegetable stir-fry or miso soup with rice. It saved me time, money, and stress at the grocery store. My kitchen is less cluttered with random ingredients, and cooking feels joyful, not overwhelming. I used to buy every new sauce or snack, thinking they'd make meals easier, but they just clutter my pantry. Now, my meals are simple and satisfying. Try it. Pick 3 simple meals this week and stock only what you need for them. Prep one ingredient the night before, like chopping vegetables. Notice how it streamlines your day, like a clear path through a busy schedule. Digital clutter, endless notifications, emails, and social media scatters your focus and steals your peace. The 5th habit is to limit digital distractions. Set a no-screen rule for the first 30 minutes after waking or during meals. Keep your phone out of the bedroom or on airplane mode overnight. I stopped checking my phone first thing in the morning, and it's transformed my days. I used to start with emails or Instagram, feeling stressed before I'd even had coffee. Now, I savor my coffee, notice the quiet of my home, and start my day present. This habit creates mental space and a home free of virtual clutter. Try it. Commit to 30 screen-free minutes tomorrow morning. Use that time for a mindful pause or breakfast, and notice how it clears your mind, like turning down the noise in a crowded room. Gratitude is a cornerstone of Japanese living, woven into daily rituals like giving thanks before a meal. The 6th habit is to practice daily gratitude. Each evening, take 2 minutes to name 3 things you're grateful for: a warm bed, a kind word from a friend, a sunny day, or even a quiet moment alone. Write them down in a journal or say them aloud. I started this habit a year ago, and it's changed how I see my life. On tough days, I focus on small moments: the smell of rain, a good book, a warm meal. One evening, after a stressful day, I wrote down 3 things: my dog's wagging tail, a hot shower, and a phone call with a friend. It shifted my perspective, filling me with contentment. Gratitude reduces the urge to chase more, saving you from impulse buys and dissatisfaction. Try it. Tonight, list 3 things you're thankful for and make it a daily ritual. Watch how it fills your heart, like sunlight breaking through clouds. In Japan, people invest in items that last: a handcrafted bowl, a sturdy pair of shoes, a well-made pan. The 7th habit is to choose quality over quantity. Instead of buying cheap, disposable items that break or fade, pick one high-quality piece that brings joy and lasts. I replaced 5 flimsy coffee mugs with one beautiful ceramic one, handcrafted by a local artist. Every morning, it feels special, and I haven't needed to replace it. This habit saves money in the long run and elevates your home. I used to buy cheap decor, thinking it'd make my space look better, but it just added clutter. Now, one quality item brings more joy than a dozen throwaways. Try it. Replace one low-quality item with a lasting alternative this month. Notice how it elevates your space, like a touch of elegance in everyday life. Japanese mornings are simple and intentional, setting a calm tone for the day. The eighth habit is to create a minimalist morning routine. The night before, lay out your clothes, prep breakfast ingredients, and pack your bag with essentials: keys, wallet, notebook. Keep your routine to a few steps: a mindful pause, a simple breakfast, and getting dressed. I streamline my morning to 3 steps: a 5-minute stretch, eating oatmeal, and wearing a pre-chosen outfit. It takes 20 minutes, and I start my day stress-free. Before, I'd spend an hour rushing, searching for things, and feeling frazzled. Now, my mornings flow effortlessly. Try it. Prep one part of your morning routine tonight, like laying out clothes or setting out breakfast ingredients. Feel how it makes your morning flow, like a gentle stream through a busy day. In Japan, walking is a form of meditation, a chance to connect with your surroundings. The ninth habit is to walk mindfully. Take a 10-minute walk, leaving your phone behind, and notice the details: the sound of birds, the feel of the breeze, the crunch of leaves underfoot. I walk around my neighborhood each evening, focusing on the rhythm of my steps and the beauty of the moment. It's my daily reset, clearing my mind after a busy day. I used to walk with earbuds, distracted by music or podcasts, missing the world around me. Now, these walks ground me, bringing calm and perspective. Try it. Take a short, phone-free walk this week. Focus on your senses and notice how it grounds you, like a moment of stillness in a busy day. Japanese culture values reflection as a way to process the day and prepare for the next. The 10th habit is to reflect before bed. Spend 5 minutes thinking about what went well and what you'd like to improve. Jot down a few thoughts in a journal or simply reflect quietly while sipping tea. I do this every night, sitting by my window with a cup of chamomile tea. It helps me let go of stress, celebrate small wins, and start the next day with clarity. Before, I go to bed with my mind racing, replaying the day's worries. Now, reflection closes my day with purpose. Try it. Reflect for 5 minutes tonight before bed. Think about one thing that went well and one thing to improve. Feel how it brings closure, like a gentle bow to the day's end. These 10 small Japanese habits, starting with a mindful pause, tidying daily, curating with gratitude, simplifying meals, limiting digital distractions, practicing gratitude, choosing quality, creating minimalist mornings, walking mindfully, and reflecting before bed, aren't about overhauling your life overnight. They're about small, intentional changes that lead to big, lasting transformations. You don't need to adopt all 10 today. Start with 1. Tidy a drawer for 10 minutes. Pause for 2 minutes tomorrow morning, or list 3 things you're grateful for tonight. These habits ripple outward, turning your home into a sanctuary, your days into a moment of purpose, and your life into one of clarity and joy. I've lived this transformation myself. A few years ago, my home was a cluttered mess. My days were frantic, and I felt like peace was always out of reach. I was surrounded by stuff, yet I felt empty. By adopting these Japanese habits, one at a time, I found a lighter, more joyful way to live. My home is now a haven, with only things I love or use. My days are intentional, with time for mindfulness and gratitude. I'm more present for the people and moments I love, and I feel happier than ever. You can have this. 2. Which habit resonates with you most? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear your first step. If this video inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe, and share with someone who needs a little simplicity in their life. Let's keep this journey going together. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll explore more ways to live simply, mindfully, and joyfully. Here's to big life changes through small Japanese habits, starting right now.